your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll decide to keep this once more. Past the 20. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 8. 39 yards there, a big one. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Steps away.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
On the counter, Etienne.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have the Jaguars' first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They go play action now. Lawrence out to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover. They're in the end zone.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield. But on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Here we go! Hey, exit! Hey, exit!
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will wind up a loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
And they'll try to run with Etienne.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
2nd and 8 coming up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the 1st target, not just the 1st catch, 1st target. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. They'll throw now on the final play.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank the...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, you've been all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Lawrence will throw. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now he is going to be smothered in the backfield again as he ran into a wall there. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. They'll try to run with ETN, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On play action, Lawrence going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. 2nd and 6. Caught by Allen. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action here on first down. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. And this offense on third down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Jags first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Play action. It's Lawrence.
And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Look at me. Get down. Hey, I'm 7. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Down the right sideline.
A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Etienne up the middle.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So he'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Touchdown! David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And they get the guard, John Runyon. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A handoff as they run the counter play. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. with 3 seconds to go. If it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 93 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. He's got the first down and more. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So for Philadelphia, that early momentum can...